Hello, welcome to another Lunar stream. This is on original PS1 hardware. I decided to switch today. Better late than never, right? Alright, so... Okay, we're in Mel's mansion. We were just defeated by Galleon after he summoned the Althena's fortress up from... Well, no, Althena summoned Althena's fortress. You kids think Althena really lives in that flying castle? I guess it would make sense, huh? We're still trying to figure out why Luna created it. Or why she created it. So the goddess Althena and the Magic Emperor have shacked up inside the flying castle. How naughty. Is that city in the sky just another one of the Magic Emperor's demented creations? Galleon called it Althena's fortress. Is that city in the sky? Oh, yeah, okay. Dragon Master, you're awake. Jessica was worried about you. She's been in her father's office for the past 3 days, helping to run Meribia in her father's stead. She must be exhausted. Perhaps you could convince her to rest. Master Mel's face looks so sad, Alex. It makes me sad. Mel's first gold coin. Mel's first pirate flag. Mel's first wanted poster. Mel boarding a ship. Mel and his pirate crew. Mel, Dine, and Galleon and Lemia. Jessica's first steps. Jessica's 3rd birthday party. Jessica's drawing of Mel. Jessica and her dear mother. Jessica's pressed flower. Jessica learning to swim. Jessica playing in the mud. Jessica playing dress-up. Jessica playing doctor. Jessica's welcoming ceremony at Althena's shrine. Right, so photo albums. I wonder if Jessica is afraid of the Magic Emperor. After all, he already defeated us once before, and now he has the goddess on his side. While I will fight him to the death, I know my efforts are useless. Men cannot defeat gods. Of course Jessica's scared. I think we all are. But have to overcome our fears and fight to save what we love. With the 2 most powerful entities in the world as your enemies, I don't blame you for being afraid. These maggots are afraid of the tower in the sky, and between you and me, I'm not too fond of it either. If the goddess Althena can do that, there's no way we could fight her. We'd all be meat for the grinder. That's not true, we have to fight her. And we have to save Luna. I hear talk of the goddess Althena deciding to fight for Galleon. What a load of rubbish. That's right. Luna would never fight for Galleon. Ain't that right, Alex? If Althena truly decided to join Galleon instead of defending us, it would mean the end of everything. Jessica is so much like her mother. Even on the verge of exhaustion, she uses all the strength she can muster, helping to repair the broken bones of the wounded and the broken spirits of the depressed. What a wonderful woman she's become. Alex, you're awake. I'm so glad you're okay, Alex. We didn't know if you were ever going to come out of it. We've been preparing for a second assault on Galleon. But we have a problem. Nash and Kyle are... well... they're being little crybabies, while Mia and me have been trying to think of a plan. Those two dorks have been wallowing in self-pity. I desperately want Nash to help us, but he refuses. Alex, what's happened to him? Don't make me worry like that again, Alex. All the stress gives me wrinkles. Jessica's been using her healing magic on us since we got here, Alex. We owe her our lives. Thank you, Jessica. It was nothing, Alex, I promise. Null's just trying to embarrass me, and he's doing a great job. I can't believe Kyle's fallen back into his old habits. I mean, Galleon might have hurt Kyle's pride, but his body is fine. He needs to stop sulking and start getting ready to fight Galleon again. Okay, I think I read all these before. What was that last one? Beast Blanket Bongo 2 Meribian Boogaloo. Hey, I heard the Magic Emperor gave you a serious butt whipping. Are you absolutely sure you're the real Dragon Master? Maybe you just like to get beaten up. Sure, we're sure, and next time it's Alex who'll be doing the butt whipping. We'll never surrender to Galleon. How could the real Dragon Master get creamed by anyone? I thought you were the hero of heroes. I knew something was wrong with the goddess, but I didn't know she was working with Galleon. I've completely given up trying to understand this world. Now I'm just trying to stay sane. I don't get it either. You can't leave to fight the Magic Emperor until you each have a bowl of my special power pudding. In his days as a brigand, Master Mel used to have me make a few gallons for him before every battle. We'll have some of it when we come back, if you promise to serve us some fish, too. Excuse me, pardon me, I have to keep this place in shape for the day Master Mel wakes up. All of Meribia will celebrate on that blessed occasion. I think I might even take the day off. Wait, who am I kidding? I have a terminal case of workitis. The last thing you adventurers deserve is to return to a dirty mansion after all your travels. That's why I work so hard, to let you concentrate on the importance of your quest. Take a break. If the Dragon Master can't defeat the Magic Emperor, it's all over. I want to scream like a little girl at the mere thought of the Violet Tribe hauling me away. The Violet Tribe is invoking the names of both the Magic Emperor and the goddess Althena when they attack. Luna. I know that the goddess created our world, and created us with it. But why has she suddenly decided to be so cruel to her own children? Every time I tell people that Jessica and me are helping to defend Meribia, they relax. Of course, I don't tell them how afraid you guys are. I've already lost all hope that our city will survive. I know Master Mel would beat me if he heard me saying such things, but he's not here. I'm really worried about Jessica. I can tell she's completely exhausted from all the stress she's under. But she hasn't once taken a rest. No, she just keeps working harder and harder to help you. Jessica. Okay, tavern. What's this guy have to say? Why is the sky so dark? I'd like to look up at the blue star when I'm lying here. But now there's a giant bottle of sake in my way. It does kind of look like a bottle of sake. The Fortress of Althena. If the Magic Emperor beats you guys, what's gonna happen to Master Mel? Wah! I'm gonna give you a beating if you don't stop screaming. I don't think Dine would be upset that he lost to the Magic Emperor. I think he'd be ready to try again. We wouldn't stop until Galleon tasted... He wouldn't stop until Galleon tasted the cold steel of his blade. The kid's right, Alex. We can't quit until you poke Galleon in the gut. Is the Magic Emperor scary? Are you guys scared of him? I don't think Lemia Alsa would be scared. We're not scared of Galleon. The thing that scares us the most is... What? What is it? Luna when she's having a temper tantrum. I have to agree. Okay, maybe they're at Ramus's? Oh, this is back room of Ramus's. What? Ramus is giving you weapons? Then why'd I have to pay for mine? Oh sure, just because you're fighting the Magic Emperor, you should get stuff for free. Welcome to Ramus's store. Since we're all doomed anyway, you may as well spend your money now. What? You were defeated? You weren't using any equipment you bought here, were you? The last thing Ramus needs is a public relations nightmare. I heard what happened, Alex. I never thought Galleon's magic would be strong enough to control Luna's soul. But I know the real Luna is still alive. No magic has the power to destroy her will to live. Alex, I want you to take anything you need from my store, free of charge. I know there's something here that can help you. Ramus. Thanks. My manager said to take anything you want, Green Eyes. Anything at all. Hee hee hee. Just load up on them Silverlights. Woo! Oh, and Angel Tears, I guess. Not too many, though. Mostly the Silverlights. I'm glad you came, Green Eyes. I just hope my service is good enough to make you come again and again. Okay. So we got plenty of Angel Tears. Possibly not enough Starlights, though. We should just get rid of this holy water and the other stuff. We should place it all with holy water. I think that was like about 6 or 7, maybe 10. We got 3 dragon wings. I think it's too late for the soap. And we don't need that. Oh wait, I could have sold some stuff, huh? Not that it matters because, whatever. Oh, we can't sell the ice pendant. Hey there, kids. Weird day, huh? I know you guys have a good sense of direction, but maybe you should pretend you're like me. That way, when you've been ordered to fight Galleon, you won't be able to find him. Know what I mean? I know you're crazy if you think we're gonna give up instead of saving Luna. You know how to fight, but I don't, and with my luck, I'll stumble right into the Magic Emperor's hideout. Where is Bar? Oh, wait. Who's this? This lookout job is boring. I almost wish the Vile tribe would show up so I had something to do. The Meribian army has posted a continuous watch at this gate to watch for the Vile tribe. All those beatings I took from my superiors in boot camp are finally starting to pay off. I thought Althena was goddess of humans, so why she working for the Vile tribe all of a sudden? Wait, perhaps she's being used by Magic Emperor against will. Poor Althena. You know, Alex, this guy makes a good point despite his horrible accent. Luna just needs us to break Galleon's spell over her. See, I didn't read it with an accent, I just read it normally, so ha. I guess this is the bar? Yeah, it is. Alex, I'm not surprised to see you here. I knew you'd feel his power, his incredible power. And I knew you'd be too afraid to leave here again. And you should be afraid, Alex. He's stronger than all of us. We were doomed to be defeated, and we were insane to think we ever had a chance to stop him. All is lost, Alex. All is lost. Hey, Alex. Well, buddy, I guess this is goodbye. I'm just a thief, buddy. I don't have the strength or the skill to fight someone like Galleon. And now that he's paired up with Althena, I'm just that much more out of my league. Why don't you have a few beers with me before I hit the road for Nanza, Alex? Let's drink to a battle well fought. Time's almost up, Alex. So let's drink some booze and have some good, dirty fun. I want to be in a happy place when the end comes. I've never seen Kyle this upset before, Alex. Leave me alone, alright? I told you there's nothing we can do to stop Galleon. Nothing. He'll probably hunt me down and kill me anyway. I know I'm going to pay for my betrayal. It's not easy to accept that a single lapse of judgment will cost me my life. What are you talking about? Betraying Galleon was the smartest thing you've ever done. You're Alex, aren't you? Your friends have been talking about you and getting drunk. Mostly getting drunk. Why don't you join them? I think we deserve to celebrate after surviving the Magic Emperor's attack. I knew the Magic Emperor was going to win. Didn't I tell you I have a sixth sense about these things? Man, have you seen all those floating things in the sky? There's gotta be 20 of them. I think it's time for you to see a counselor, buddy. What's that? Luna is actually the goddess Althena? It can't be true. But when I think of the power of her songs, I realize it could be true. The Violet tribe is coming to Meribia. I tried to hide behind the dress case, but I couldn't do it. The opening was so small I couldn't squeeze my butt into it. You mean your butt was too big to squeeze into it, don't you? The Violet tribe is okay, yeah. Alex, a question. Why are you looking at these dresses for no particular reason? I don't think this is something we need to be looking at, Alex. Let's say we leave now. The legends claim that the goddess would summon a flying fort with the power of her voice. Now that's come true. This must have something to do with the Violet tribe kidnapping all the singers. Galleon used Luna to make the fort appear, but how did her voice have that kind of power? She's the goddess. I bet you guys have put it together, haven't you? The Magic Emperor needed the power of the Grindery and the dragons to summon Althena's fortress. And he needs the power of Luna's singing, too. Bet you guys thinking the same thing as me. Why does the Magic Emperor need Althena's fortress when the Grindery was enough to rule the world? Yeah, well, about that. Oh my, you're the ex-Dragon Master. Have you come here to drink? After the beating you took from the Magic Emperor, I can understand. Why don't you sit down and relax? I promise to help ease your pain. I get it. I hear that the Magic Emperor almost killed you. I also assume you now realize how stupid it was to attack him in the first place. We won't give up. We can't give up and let Luna die. Hi, I just heard that Althena was the one who made that city in the sky. I guess the goddess and the Magic Emperor will live there when they rule the world. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Peace out, guys. So do we go back to them and tell them that, yes, they are getting drunk? No, there's nothing we can do? Nash told you that he doesn't have the will to fight? After all we've been through, why has he decided to have a crisis of faith here and now? Alex, please take me to Nash. I have to find out what's going on, and I have to help him out of this depression. Kyle's there too? I'm coming with you, Mia. A good hard slap in the face ought to wake him up. Mia, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can fight anymore. I'm afraid of what Galleon will do to me. Nash. Go ahead and laugh at me, Mia. I know I'm a coward. I know I've let you down. Again. I'm not going to laugh at you, Nash. I'm here to thank you for fighting as hard as you did. What? I can't force you to fight, Nash. Not when I'm just as afraid of Galleon as you are. You made me feel strong, Nash. You made me feel confident in myself like no one else could. And because of you, I know I'm ready to take my place as the next leader of the Magic Guild. I'm ready to defend our world against Galleon's evil. Nash, if you don't come back, promise that you'll look after my mother. She's going to need emotional support to recover from the effects of Galleon's spell. I might not be there to provide it for her. Mia. Mia, you make it sound like I'm retired, but I'm in my prime. If you guys don't have me with you, how are you going to have a chance against Galleon? Let's show him the strength of the Magic Guild. I'm so happy you've changed your mind, Alex. Nash, thank you. I'm glad there's nothing Nash won't do to impress Mia. Hey, Jess. I was wondering where you were. Go and pour me another beer? I'm so drunk, I can't see my glass anymore. Jess? Beer? Today? Kyle, I didn't think it was possible for you to get any dumber. Silly me. How can you just quit when the entire world is at stake? I'm the stupid one? You're the one who seems to forget that we already lost to Galleon. If those dragon wings hadn't kicked in, we all would have been dead. Dead. Oh, did you bruise your poor little ego, Kyle? Get over it. I want you to tell me that you can beat Galleon with one arm and one leg behind your back. All you talk about is how big and strong you are. So why can't a big, strong man like you defend a helpless little girl like me? Tell me why. Jessica. You're not strong. You're weak. I think that last beer gave me some extra energy. I'm ready to go when you are. Kyle. When Jess and me were kids, another boy hit her and made her cry. I beat the tar out of that punk, and I promised Jess I'd do the same to anyone who hurt her. I'll never forget making that promise to you, Jess. Never. Kyle. Galleon hurt you, Jess, and now I'm going to hurt him. Now that's the Kyle I know. Well, we tried, Alex. It was really hard getting Kyle and Nash back in action. Lake. Galleon has combined his power with the strength of Althena, and he's stronger now than he's ever been. Even knowing that, do you still have the courage to fight him? Answer truthfully. Oh crap, I can't mess with the answers because I can't save state it. Of course we'll fight him. I'll do anything to save Luna. I'll give up my life for hers. The time may come when you have to keep that promise, but let's pray you don't. I'll wait here for you, Alex. Come back when you're ready, and I'll show you the way. The way to what, old man? Patience, Nal. Go and prepare yourself, Alex. I'll be here, enjoying my beer. Alex, let's go to Ramus's shop. He might have new weapons. Don't! Also, the game is linear. I probably could have chosen the other answer and have no ill effects. Why you're blocking the road, buddy? Sorry folks, but I'm only giving free equipment to the Dragon Master. Everyone else has to pay. Heh, the world's about to end and Ramus is still making money. Yeah, no new weapons. But we can buy some stuff for all the peeps. probably a bad idea because now I can't move anything around or pick up any extra treasure. But I'm doing it anyway. You know, kid, Kyle the Bandit would say the same thing. Ain't that right, Alex? Also, there's extra dialogue. Oh, man. If the Magic Emperor beats you guys, what's gonna happen to Master Mel? If the Magic Emperor beats us, the world belongs to him for the rest of time. But we're not going to let that happen, little boy. We would die first. I'm impressed, Nash. You're starting to sound like a hero. Kyle, leave him alone. Okay, okay. Are you ready, Alex? Yes. Then follow me. Where are we going, Lake? The place where it all began, Alex. The place where you took the first step on your quest. And the White Dragon is going to take us there. Huh? Let's go. Where are we? Dine's monument? Leek, did I do that? How do we get here? What's going on, old man? Perhaps I should have told you this sooner. But at least I'm telling you now about what happened 15 years ago. What happened on the day Dragon Master Dine. Step aside, Dine. I have no way to say one. No one will not listen to the voice of reason. Perhaps it is not too late to return Althena to some semblance of sanity. Don't you understand? If she carries out her plan, the world shall perish. Galleon. This is a travesty, Dine. A crime against her progeny. Scattering her powers into the world to be reborn as a human, and you willing to throw away your power as well, willing to join her in this madness. Why, Dine? Why do you continue to travel this selfish path? You're wrong, Galleon. Though she shall cease to exist as a goddess, Althena shall never pass from this world. She will live on in the heart and soul of every human. She will smile each time two people fall in love. Nonsense, Dine. That is nothing but a deceptive stream of some crap. This world needs the power of Althena. She is all that holds order from chaos. Dine, turn back. It's all auto-advancing dialogue.
see a bright hope for the future that resides in each and every human being. I see only despair. Despair, 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 despair,
Despite her pure intentions, Althena's presence was causing more harm than good, and her many children were becoming ever more dependent upon her. Instead of working together to improve the world they shared, as she had always wanted, they jealously competed for Althena's attention, bickering to receive her blessings. Althena relinquished her power, placing the fate of her children in their own hands, and she assumed the form of a human being to live in the world she created. You mean Luna? Yes. How would you know something like that, old man? You're a liar. Who are you, old man? Tell us. Bruh.
I know these things because I've kept a secret from you and the world. My real name is Dine.
What?
I never thought I'd speak my true name again, Alex. Not since I began my new life. Something went wrong when the goddess Althena began the transformation. She was in grave danger, and I had to use every bit of my power to help her complete the change. Dine died on that day, and was reborn as Lake. I have never regretted what I did, Alex, not until Galleon became the Magic Emperor. Galleon is using his power to resurrect the goddess. Or even worse, he wants to turn himself into a god. And the only one who can stop him is you. Althena cannot help you, Alex. To defeat Galleon, you must rely on yourselves. Our fate is in our hands. The Dragon Master isn't just Althena's protector, Alex, but a protector of all that Althena has created. If your love for Luna and for the world Althena created is strong enough, unsheath the sword standing in your midst and claim your destiny. Luna. Alex, you look great. And you look 10 times stronger. No, make that 100 times. So are we ready to beat the hell out of Galleon or what? Oh yeah. We have to believe in the power of humanity. The power that Althena placed in every one of us. But how are we going to get to Althena's fortress? Not even the airship can fly high enough to reach it. It's impossible. The legend spoke of the Dragon Master commanding the flight of a great dragon. But there aren't any more dragons. Oh, ha ha! The dragon Alex can ride is already here. Isn't that right, Null? What? What? Alex. I understand now, Alex. After all this time, I finally know what I am. There's incredible power within me, Alex, and it's burning to be released. Let's go to the fortress. Heh. How do I look, Alex? Pretty cool, huh? You're definitely bigger. But since when do flying cats turn into dragons? This world is closer to extinction than I thought. Hurry, Null. Luna is waiting for us. Galleon never understood why Althena gave up her power. He never believed that humans could lead themselves. And I suspect he always planned to fill the void created when Althena became human. Alex, be careful. You're about to engage in the fight of your life. There it is, Althena's tower. ...
Look at that thing! The fortress of Althena is huge!
Wow. I wonder why this was hidden beneath the goddess tower all this time.
I never heard a word about it when I was studying to be a priestess.
That's because you always ditched class, honey pie.
At least I've set foot in a school, you dumb bastard.
You're both acting like children! Knock it off! See what's happening? A desert of death is spreading below us.
The fortress of Althena appears to be sucking the very life from the ground. If this continues, our whole world will soon be as desolate as the frontier.
I don't think Galleon will stop at desolation. He wants total destruction.
I'll never let that happen.
Sorry if the ride was a little bumpy, everyone. I'm still getting used to these new wings. You did a great job, Null. Any ride we can walk away from is a good one. Alex, promise you'll let me get in a few good licks before you finish Galleon. What are we waiting for, Alex? Let's rescue Luna and bring her home. You read my mind, Null. I have to drop something I can't carry anymore, Alex. Ah, nuts. Okay. What did I acquire? Oh, the wings. Can I still use them? No. We stuck. I didn't get the remaining treasures that were lying around or use my soap. Damn. Okay, I think it's strategy guide time. So, surprise. Oh no, that sucks. If I hide it, then it mutes it. I don't like that. Hold on a second. go. So now... Okay, great. Alright. See if I can read this. Mere nanoseconds after Nash and Kyle rejoin you, Lake strolls into the tavern and asks if you still have the courage to fight Galleon. Say, of course we'll fight him, and Lake tells you to prepare for battle and to return when you're ready. Cool. Return to Ramus's shop, sell all your junk, and load up on as many free starlights as you can carry. Return to the tavern, talk to Lake, and say yes. I probably should have saved it right then. Nal feels a strange power rushing through him, and a lot of you teleport to Dine's monument. Examine the stone. Alex inks it out. Nal transforms. Get the caption there. And we have these cutscene recaps. And the dragon and the sword, pulling up the sword from the stone, and then going to the fortress of Althena. Craps. This is the end of the book, so the binding is kind of losing its hold, I guess. Slow down. The girl you encounter on the bridge turns out to be Royce, and she casts a spell which causes 2 party members to start each battle with sleep. Not good. That sucks. Where's the start here? Equip, you dip. Don't forget to equip Althena's sword before you enter the keep. If everyone's inventory is full, you'll have to drop an item to make room for the sword. Okay, that's what that was, the sword. So we start here, and then we go in there. Examine each light bulb for distant memories. And then we go here. Hold down there. Let me out of here. Most of the rooms in the keep are barricaded by magical doors when you enter them, and the doors won't appear until you kill every monster in the room. The doors won't disappear. Okay. I'm getting some... Hold on a second. It's gonna improve the light... Oh, it does. Okay. But anyway, I think that's about it. I'll keep flipping, obviously, so I can get a handle on everything. And some holy clothes, a story check. I'm trying not to hit the microphone here. Aegis robe, dragon cane, holy clothes, holy mace. Alright. Distant memories too. Leaving the frozen blue star behind, the goddess Althena and her children came over to this world. They made a new life for themselves and waited for the way when they could return to the blue star. The blue star is Earth. Distant Memories 3. All that connects our world to the blue star is Althena. Her tower journeyed from the blue star, carrying the dreams and desires of her children. All that connects our world to the blue star is Althena. Huh. So it's like a spaceship. Distant Memories 1. The blue star was a place of great happiness and beauty until the day it was encased within a shell of ice. Hey, sounds like our planet. Althena's wish has always been for her children to work together and someday return to the blue star. The Magic Emperor's desire is to rule Althena's children and provide the leadership he believes they need. Just to rule them? Like, what's your goal, dude? Oh no, oh no, oh god, that's not good. Did I save it? God, I don't think I saved it, did I? Oh my god.
Check this out.
Well, you have to beat all the monsters anyway, it was saying, so...
Check this out.
And the guide said to carry more starlights. Whoops. Yeah. Oh no, boss music.
Check this out.
Summon elemental power.
Check this out.
Alright, should probably save it now. So I think we have to level to 50
Check
to have a
this
good
out.
chance of beating Galleon, from what I remember. Although I bet like a speedrunner can probably do it even lower than this, maybe.
Summon elemental power.
Check this out.
Okay, good. It doesn't go away forever. Alright. Lucky you, Nash. You get to use... Well, actually, we'll just use it from here. Yeah, see, I knew this was gonna cause some problems, though. Because... yeah, no one can take anything given. Okay, so this is for Alex. Dang. Okay, let's go.
Check this out.
Summon elemental power.
Althena, lend me your power!
Check this out.
By the power of Althena.
Oh, okay. We didn't have to beat everything. Sure, let's save it right as we're getting pursued by something. I'm not gonna save over the Mel's Mansion save, though. Actually, I can probably just switch memory cards. Will it always go to that side, though? I doubt it.
Check this out.
Right, so while this is going on, I think we should do strategy guide cam again. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Oh wait, it hides both my scenes. Okay, so I have to like actually click on. Okay, that's unfortunate. Let's turn this rumble off. Oh, by the way, wireless PS2 controller. Right. So where are we here? We got that silver light. Okay, we went up here. Okay, we got that holy mace. Ooh, there was a dragon cane down there. Missed that. And there's a starlight bow up there, and then we go left. Okay. No.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
I'm assuming, yeah, that's a Nash thing. Nope, it's not. Who's it for? What? For nobody? Oh, because they're all full though, that's why. I bet it's for Mia. She uses canes. So, let's see here. Okay. Give this angel ring. Can't. Okay, alright. Give this starlight to Jessica. Jessica, you give to Mia. Mia, you equip. There we go. No! Okay, we'll fight this guy. But first, good. Oh, it was called the Dream Bow, though. I bet that made enemies sleep when they got hit, which is extremely helpful. Oh well.
Check this out.
What? I shouldn't have to fight this guy.
Check this out.
Damn.
Check this out.
something wrong, Null? Over there. Luna! Alex! Galleon was distracted with his preparations for a magic ceremony, and so I took matters into your own hands and escaped. Good work. You're a brave woman, Luna. I like that. I mean, I really like that. Let's leave here, Alex. Luna, we can't do that. Don't you realize Galleon is trying to become the supreme ruler? If we don't stop him, he'll take over the world. What's wrong with that, Nal? I don't see the problem. Luna? Whether it's Althena or Galleon, we need someone to lead us. You can't let such wretched human beings fumble about searching for purpose. We should be thanking Galleon for taking this enormous responsibility upon himself. Not trying to stop him because of our misguided fears. You're not... You're not, Luna. The woman Alex has told us about is nothing like you. Ha ha ha. What was that? Shoot. Ha ha ha. Royce. What have you done to us, filthy wench? I simply prescribed a little mandatory relaxation for you. You're not worthy to use magic, you evil hag. Oh, but I am, darling. Hadn't you noticed? I'm quite proficient at all manners of mischief. I'm afraid that the only way you can remove my little spell is for you to defeat me. But the likelihood of that occurrence is quite remote. For you see, first you must prove yourselves worthy to challenge me at all. Until then, I predict a great deal of bloodletting in your future. Royce! Pleasant dreams, everyone. Rest well. What spell did she cast on us, Alex? I don't feel any different. Okay, and it did stay in the right memory card slot. He got the... okay, he got it. Wrong spell, Jessica. This is why you don't use AI. But I'm lazy. Well, hey, that woke him up. And that woke him up. And almost killed him.
Summon elemental power.
Dang. Okay, it's only the mage. Yeah, they have to fight. Should have equipped some holy waters.
Check this out.
In the name of the goddess!
No.
Come on, get back on your feet.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Wait, that only hit one person? I don't get it. I thought that was an enemy all. I want the shiny. Okay, this is a good time to also check the strategy guide again. Yoink. Oh no! So this was my bookmark, right? The bromide stickers, which I knew that one fell out, but this also fell out. Ugh. Told you the binding was getting close to getting ruined. Crap. Alright, so where are we? Oh, we just got the Aegis robe, okay. So there's an angel tier down there. Kinda not worth it, so we're gonna go left into that door, and then up in there, and then, okay, we just go up and then down and there to the holy clothes, and then some kind of story thing happens.
In the name of the goddess!
God, if I could just slice them all up one more time, that'd be great. Sucker. Wait, how can Jessica be asleep? Doesn't she have a status ring that prevents that from happening?
Summon elemental power. Two, three, four, five. Figures Alex is asleep, jeez. Kyle, you should actually have that MP.
In the name of the goddess!
170. No! Give that to Alex. I guess, Blizzard.
Althena, lend me your power!
Summon elemental power.
Okay, don't cure Mia, cure Jessica. Well, no, she'll be fine, right? Because she can, do her spell thing. But Mia, though, should buff Alex, I guess.
Althena, lend me your power!
Come on, get back on your feet.
Althena, lend me your power!
Damn right Starlight obtained. No, Alex, you have to do that. That sound. I mean, it's especially aggravating because it's happening so much in this one particular dungeon. Okay, we can all just regular attack him. Oh, he needed another holy water. $18 MP. Yeah, no thanks. Just attack him.
In the name of the goddess!
Okay, don't forget holy waters. Healing people. Okay, so Nash needs an angel tier. Kyle needs an angel tier. No, what the heck, man? Get away from me. Why is Alex asleep for these important battles?
Althena, lend me your power!
Jesus. Not the healer. Yeah, I knew Nash would get hit anyway. Wow, for 382. What? Kyle's already out of MP? Okay. Man.
Althena, lend me your power!
Come on, get back on your feet.
go, go. Jesus. I think we're almost to a checkpoint, so that's why I don't want to overdo it with my starlights if I don't need to. But you know what would be a good idea? Just to, you can save it from this menu, which is a great thing. These guys are chasing me.
In the name of the goddess!
Summon elemental power.
Well, I guess another person I could have given that lower MP consumption thing to would be Jessica. And she could heal like crazy every round at minimal cost. Oh look, Alex is asleep again at the beginning of a boss battle. Surprise, surprise.
In the name of the goddess!
Come on, get back on your feet.
Okay, inventory, inventory. It only costs 10. And then if we give Alex's thing to her... Is it only in battle? Oh wait, she has to equip it. There we go. The low, low price of 5. Oh, but it's only for one person. Oh, that's dumb. He's so tied to his ocarina, he can't lend it to Null to hold on to. Damn it. Okay, so that's probably for Jessica. I think. Gotta remember to replenish Kyle and Alex and Jessica. Crap.
Summon elemental power.
Also, the stream's almost over already. So yeah, hoping to beat this the next time. But we'll see, I guess. Okay, so some kind of story thing is about to happen, as we saw from the strategy guide. Looks like we passed your little test, Honey Bomb. Infidels, why do you fight instead of succumbing to the destiny I have foreseen? Because we know that our destiny is not under your control, Royce. Ha ha ha, I'm afraid you're swimming in denial, dear child. As the tide is rising, I shall permit you to glimpse your end in a manner you can't deny. Okay, well that was us. But it's your magic, so... What's going on? I can't move. How pitiful. Your fortunes are nothing but nonsense. That's right, you show us what you wish to happen. But you have no power over us, Royce. Our future is our own. The future isn't something to be told, it's something to be created. Silence, you shall pay a heavy price for your insolence. And I have come to collect your debt. Uh-oh, boss time. I don't know why I didn't think that would be a boss, but it is a boss, and we are not. Crap. Can we do the old Squaresoft RL thing to reset? Nope. No, this won't work. I did save it though, so... I guess we get to watch a PS2 boot up screen. Yeah, and unfortunately, at this resolution, I'm not sure why I'm still getting that, what do you call it? Interlacing issue on a PS1 game. I know that PS2 games will have it, but such is the deal with PS2 on a RetroTink 2X. Crap, we have about 4 minutes. So I'm probably gonna go over for the boss battle. And then that'll be the stream for tonight. Okay, where's the silver light? We have one. we have 20 starlights left. Alright, it's time for another peek at the strategy guide. And its wonderful loose binding. And my wonderful not so great exposure. The ISO is on pretty high? I don't know, but anyway, it looks fine if we zoom in here. Okay. Beat Royce. Royce gives you a glimpse into the near future before the battle, a near future in which you're all extremely dead. But she doesn't know you're reading this walkthrough, does she now? Alex should use Vigor in the first round, and the Sword Dancer thereafter, unless Jessica starts the battle slowed down, in which case he may need to cast a few dragon healing spells to keep everyone alive. Nash should use the Thunderbolt, followed closely by the Thunderbolt. Mia should alternate between Ice Lance and Power Drive / Ice Shell. Magicless Kyle should... Okay, wait, so Mia should alternate between... I had to like... I read it, but I didn't retain it. Alternate between Ice Lance and Power Drive / Ice Shell. Magicless Kyle should use Power Up, then Power Slash. Jessica has the most options in this battle. Start the first round with Saint Litany, then have her use Cleanse Litany only if Royce is using a single character attack and everyone's healthy to cure the slowed characters. Otherwise, she's all about Heal and Calm Litany. Royce's variety of attacks makes her more dangerous than the usual boss. But you should be more than strong enough to snuff her out and proceed into the Goddess Tower itself. When Royce's knees and an armor bent, she is going to use Cross Bridge, jamming across the screen and whacking everyone in her horizontal path for heavy damage. When Royce's staff is crackling with electricity, she's going to use Arch Flare, which hits everyone on screen for heavy damage, slightly less than Cross Bridge though. When Royce is floating with no electricity around the staff, she's about to use Shoot Lancer, in which she throws her weapon into one party member, with usually fatal results. When Royce is floating with her legs crossed and an arm extended behind her, she's about to use Flare Strike, in which one character is toasted for serious damage by flames from above. And when, this is kind of crammed in there, when the faces in Royce's flames are glowing white, she's about to cast Flame Bird, which wraps around one very unfortunate character and causes minor damage for several turns. The victim can't move or attack until he or she breaks free of the bird. And what's this thing? When Royce gets into a limb stretching position... I don't see it. It's so small. Anyway. That's that. And this is the other stuff, which we won't worry about right now. That saved, right? I just don't want to, like, forget. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yeah. sound effect lasts for way too long. How pitiful. You're pitiful. Yeah, you suck, Royce.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power! I saved this just for you.
Damn. Okay, so the item will res with full HP. The spell that Jessica has doesn't. But we don't want to waste all the items. Plus Kyle's buffed, so oh, that means no one will get to no, that's not good. That's not good. Sorry, Kyle, you gotta help out first.
Althena, lend me your power! I saved this just for you.
Could have used those healing items. Alternate between, what was it? Ice shell. Right, okay. Yeah, don't die, man. Dragon Master first, though. He's kind of important for damage.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Yeah, she's gonna do the charge move again.
I saved this just for you.
Cross bridge. Yeah, this kind of sucks. So now we definitely have to heal all. Which means Kyle's out, which means less damage.
Althena, lend me your power! I saved this just for you.
She died anyway. I mean, he could res someone. Like Kyle. Just saying. So if Jessica reses Mia, she's just gonna die the next round, but I did it anyway. On the off chance she wouldn't? Wait, what? I didn't say to attack, did I? I don't remember doing that.
I saved this just for you.
Oh no. That would have sucked.
Come on, get back on your feet.
Okay. Yeah. Alex has that reduced MP cost. Guess. What's Jessica gonna do then? I don't know. Heal also. Overheal. Jessica's heal alone won't save them, that's why, so... Also, I don't know what they mean by alternating between Ice Pillar and Ice Shield or whatever. Just use Shield on everyone first. Right.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Yeah, see, Mia's still in orange. But now we good.
I saved this just for you.
Oof. Wrecked. And you know what? Nash is pretty isolated in terms of, like... Do we really need him? So I'm not gonna res him. I was gonna use Protect though, but... Not having him included on the Protect seems kind of pointless. So we're just gonna do that. And she can res him, but he'll have like crappy HP.
In the name of the goddess!
Oh no, he reses with full HP. Why did I think they res with minimal HP?
I saved this just for you.
Oof, she's gonna get 3 people. 4 people. Okay, well everyone's up now, so protect them. In addition to Mia's protecting. We never have too much protection, right?
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power! I saved this just for you.
Too bad Mia can't heal. I just had her buff Alex though, right? No, or Kyle. I can't remember now. You know what? Just use the Ice Lance, was it? Yeah, Ice Lance. Wait, what's that pose mean again? Okay, yeah. When she's floating with her legs crossed and arms extended behind her, she's about to use Flare Strike, in which one character is toasted for serious damage by flames from above. Okay. So it's a one character attack. I think we need to heal Alex for like full.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Summon elemental power. I saved this just for you.
Oh, that's what that does, the protect. It protects against one elemental spell. Thought it was like reduced damage. Heck, attack her.
Check this out.
Summon elemental power. I saved this just for you.
Ding! No, we need him. She needs the MP though, sort of. Or Alex needs the MP. Maybe. Screw it.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me
Just keep going. Play chicken with her. Basically, that's what we're doing.
Summon elemental power. I saved this just for you.
Althena, lend me your power!
Summon elemental power. I saved this just for you.
Okay, so what does that pose mean now? She's just... She's just standing there. Crappy camera vision. Royce's knees and arms are bent. Okay, that's not that then. When Royce's staff is crackling with electricity, that's not that either. With floating with no electricity around the staff, she's about to shoot Lancer. Okay. How much does Nash hit for again? Not a lot, I don't think. You know what, though? Jessica, you give Kyle that MP.
Check this out.
I didn't pay attention to Nash's damage again.
Summon elemental power.
Yeah, I know Mia's
I say
200.
this just for you.
Okay, that's the one that, could be also deadly. That's more elemental.
Check this out.
174.
Althena, lend me your
So his attack is like the weakest. So we can use him to replenish people's MP, like Alex.
I saved this just for you.
Wait, I had her use it on herself? I thought I had her use it on Kyle. Okay, she's gonna do it again. That last one. Well, whatever, we can keep playing chicken for a little bit. Get more damage in.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power.
Sweet. My golf commentary can end. And everybody leveled up because we got 50,000 experience points. Impossible. Can't be. Well, I guess what they say is true. Fortune tellers really can't see into their own futures. Or maybe she refused to believe we could defeat her. Either way, I'm just glad she's forever in the past. Hey, at least she didn't die, right? Okay. Time to save it. And that's gonna be the stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for hopefully the finale. Bye.